Costco sold $156 billion worth of stuff last year. Rotisserie chickens, 48 packs of toilet paper, 1.50 hot dogs that haven't gone up in price since 1985. By every measure, it's one of the biggest retailers on the planet. But here's the strange part. Costco barely makes any money from selling you things. In fact, if you stripped away one specific revenue stream, Costco would be operating at almost zero profit. The entire company, all 800 plus warehouses, would essentially break even. So how does a $250 billion company actually make money? The answer is hiding in plain sight, and once you see it, you'll never look at Costco the same way again. This is how Costco really works. Let's start with the numbers because they're genuinely shocking. In a typical year, Costco's gross margin on the products it sells is around 11%. For comparison, Walmart runs closer to 24%. Target sits around 28%. Even a grocery store like Kroger pulls in 22%. Costco is intentionally selling things for almost no markup. When they buy a product from a supplier, they add a small amount on top and pass it to you. That's the entire pricing strategy. Cheap stuff, in bulk, with razor-thin margins. After you factor in employee wages, which Costco pays well above industry average, plus rent, electricity, logistics, and everything else it takes to run a warehouse, the actual profit on selling merchandise is almost nothing. Some quarters, it's literally nothing. So if the products aren't making money, what is the membership fee? Costco charges $65 a year for a basic membership and $130 for an executive membership. You cannot shop there without one. That fee is the price of admission. Now here's where it gets interesting. Costco has roughly 137 million cardholders worldwide. When you do the math on membership fees alone, Costco pulls in about $4.8 billion a year. Pure fees, no products sold, no inventory moved, and here's the kicker. Costco's total net profit for the year is around $7.4 billion. That means membership fees account for roughly 65% of all the profit Costco makes. The other 35% comes from the entire rest of the business: the warehouses, the products, the gas stations, the food court, everything. Costco is not a retailer that happens to charge a membership fee. Costco is a membership company that happens to run warehouses. Once you understand this, everything else about Costco starts to make sense. Why are the products so cheap? Because the cheap products are the bait. They're what gets you to renew your membership next year. If a 48-pack of toilet paper costs you $8 less than it does at Target, you start to feel like the $65 membership pays for itself. And the moment you feel that, you'll renew. Costco's membership renewal rate in the United States and Canada is 92.7%. That is one of the highest renewal rates of any subscription business in the world. Higher than Netflix, higher than most gym memberships, higher than almost every streaming service. Why are the stores so big and confusing? Because they're not designed to be efficient. They're designed to be an experience. The sample stations, the rotating inventory, the weird stuff you find in the middle aisles. It's a treasure hunt. You go in for paper towels and leave with a kayak, a sweater, and $14 worth of muffins. The hunt keeps you coming back, which keeps you renewing. Why is the food court so cheap? The 1.50 hot dog is famously a loss leader. Costco loses money on that hot dog, but the hot dog isn't a product, it's marketing. It's the most talked about item in the company. Every time someone makes a TikTok about it, that's free advertising for the membership. Now let's talk about the most underrated part of this whole machine. The Kirkland Signature brand. Kirkland is Costco's in-house brand and it's huge. It accounts for about 33% of all sales at Costco. 1 out of every $3 spent in a Costco warehouse goes to a Kirkland product. Here's why that matters. When you buy a name brand product, Costco has to pay that brand for the product, then resell it to you with a small markup. But when you buy Kirkland, Costco is the brand. They negotiate directly with manufacturers, often the same factories that make the name brand version, and cut out the middleman entirely. Kirkland batteries are made by Duracell. Kirkland coffee is roasted by Starbucks. Kirkland vodka is, according to persistent rumors, made by Grey Goose. Same product, different label, lower price. This gives Costco enormous leverage. If a supplier raises prices too much, Costco can threaten to replace them with a Kirkland version. Most suppliers cave because losing Costco as a distributor would gut their business. There's one more layer to this, and it's the part most people miss. Costco has what's called a treasury function inside the company. Because members pay their fees up front for the year, Costco is sitting on billions of dollars of cash at any given time. That money earns interest. It funds operations. It removes the need to borrow. Costco also pays its suppliers on a delay. They sell you the product, collect your money immediately, and pay the supplier 30 or 60 days later. During that gap, Costco is using the supplier's money to run its business. This is called negative working capital, and it's the same trick Amazon used to grow. So Costco's business model, fully assembled, looks like this. Members pay up front for the right to shop. The cheap prices keep them loyal. The Kirkland brand captures extra margin. The negative working capital provides free financing, and the products themselves are almost a side effect. Costco isn't really selling you toilet paper. It's selling you the feeling of getting a deal. The toilet paper is just the proof. And every single year, 92% of members renew because the feeling works. That's how Costco makes money.